How's it going, everyone? It's your favorite Canadian here, back in with another video. And as you can see, I've got my Santa hat on. It's looking very Christmassy in here. But today's video is not a Christmas video because today I want to talk about some new Halloween animatronic leaks, I guess, that came out a few days back. And I just want to start the video by saying these animatronics we'll be checking out today, they might be leaks for 2025 Morse Costumes animatronics, or they might just be Morse Costumes prototype animatronics for either this year or past years. We'll have to wait and see in January at the Halloween and Party Expo, see if any of these animatronics are actually released by Morse Costumes. But still, prototype or not, these animatronics look really cool and it's going to be really fun to talk about them. We've of course got 3 different ones here. 2 of them I think are interesting concepts, and then another one I think is a little bit lame but still somewhat interesting. So today we're going to be checking out all 3 of these. So of course, let's get into checking these out, starting off with the first one right here, which I'm just going to call the Graveyard Monster. I don't think we know the actual names of any of these, but let's quickly check out a short demo of this guy and then talk about him. Alright, and there of course is the first animatronic we'll be checking out, which this one's my favorite that we got these videos of. I just really love the sort of concept with this guy. He's sort of this graveyard reaper type of thing, but he seems to be a little bit different from what we typically see. From the looks of it, it looks like he's supposed to have climbed like either out of the ground or out of a swamp type of thing. He's of course got the tombstones there on his back, which is a nice detail. He's got all this like moss, I think it's supposed to be hanging down from, which looks really creepy. Then yeah, his legs here have this really nice design, and overall he just looks really creepy. And I like the animation he has too. He kind of has the arms that move and then the mouth, and then his pose there, how he sort of looks like he's hunched over you. It looks really creepy. The pose movement sort of reminded me of that guy from Morse a few years back, which had the pumpkin in one hand. I think his name was Jack Prowler, but I'm not exactly sure on that. But yeah, overall this is an awesome concept for an animatronic. I love the addition of the tombstones on the back there. That's something a bit more unique, which I like. You know, lots of detail in this guy, and I like his pose and everything, and he's just something different from the typical Reaper, so that's a plus about this guy too. So overall, if any of these animatronic videos, if I were to want them to become real animatronics, this definitely be one that I'd like to see. Because yeah, I'd love to see this guy in store, and maybe even buy him possibly, because it looks like just an awesome concept. So overall, great first animatronic checkout. Anyways, the next animatronic we're going to be moving on to is a clown one, which I feel like so many clowns out there are getting very generic. But this one right here actually does something a little bit different. So let's quickly check out a quick demo of him, and then I'll talk about why I think this guy is way more unique than other clowns.
I just love the color red, don't you? I could paint red everywhere. When I'm done here, I think I'll paint your house red too! Don't that sound nice?
Alright, so this guy right here, let's just call him the Benjamin Moore paint guy. Oh no, it sounds like a Finn name. Anyways, this right here is sort of like your typical clown. He just kind of reminds me of that sort of like towering clown concept. Like, you know, we had creepy towering clown, Spirit Halloween, and I know over the years, Morse has sold a few different versions of these just towering type clown props that are around 7 foot that just have the simple side to side motion and just sound like clowns. They don't really do nothing special. But the thing that sort of differentiates this from lots of those other just regular clown animatronics is how this one, it just has such a unique concept, which is something that's never really been done before. Like, almost always clowns are something to do with carnivals. You know, they never do anything like out of the box thinking. But this guy right here, making him a painter, I think is somewhat unique, and is one of the reasons why I kind of like this over lots of more recent clown animatronics. Oh, this looks cool. Like, you know, he has the bucket there in the one end with all the red paint. Looks like he has some cool LED light effects on there. Paintbrush in the other hand, and his clothing has just the paint all over, which is nice. Which can be interpreted maybe as blood. Maybe the paint symbolizes that, but yeah, I like that all over him. And I like the hat that he has on too, you know. It's sort of like a baseball hat, sort of, which is different from typical clowns, so that's kind of cool too. He's got the blue and red hair, which looks nice. And it does seem like for this animatronic they actually made original phrases. So since he has like new original phrases and not like generic ones, it makes me hopeful that maybe this will be another new animatronic for this year. But overall, this guy, I just like how he's sort of a different version of a clown. He's not the typical clown concept we always see. And this guy, would he be something I'd want to buy? I don't know. Something like this, the one problem with doing something like this is it's a little bit tricky to fit into a theme. Now, yes, if you do a haunted house, maybe he's like a handyman or something, painting walls around your haunted house. Or maybe when you're setting up your haunted house, you can make him do some free labor and paint the walls for you. But still, he's really cool. And another one that I would love to see from Morris Costumes this year. Will it be released again with this one? Not sure, but if it were to be, I wouldn't be mad. This would be one that I think would be cool to see. Because, yeah, new concept. I love the design, and his phrases all sound pretty good. So, overall, another interesting animatronic. And now let's check out the last one, which this one's the one that's nothing too crazy about. It's just this werewolf, which doesn't do anything too crazy, but anyways, let's check it out. Alright, so this werewolf one here, it sort of seems like a less impressive version of that one we got from Big Lots for 2024. Because, you know, Big Lots, we got this really cool new werewolf one, which took the werewolf animatronic and really improved it with this new animation where he'd howl up at the moon, he'd rip his shirt open, it was really cool. But this one right here, I think sort of copies the idea in a way, but I don't know, it's not that good. Basically, it's just this massive towering werewolf just like that other guy I mentioned. Except this time I think he's 10 foot, the other version I think it was around 8 foot, 7 foot, somewhere around there. So a bit taller, but he sort of has a similar animation where he howls up at the moon. Although with this one, it's not as well done. I like the other Big Lots version because it's more of like a jump scare. This one's just like it sort of looks up at the moon. So overall, this one, nothing too crazy. The design of him is just typical. Like, he just has the human style looking clothing that basically all werewolf props have. He has that werewolf look with like the exposed leg, exposed hand, exposed head, just like any other werewolf prop. And then just that generic audio. So this one right here is the one that I'd least want to see out of these three animatronics. But still, it would be cool to see in stores, and if I were to find this on sale like the day after Halloween, maybe it'd be something I'd get because I don't necessarily hate it, I just don't like how it's like so generic. But overall, it would be alright to see as a Morris Costumes animatronic this year, but definitely the other two animatronics we talked about, I'd rather see over this guy. Anyways, with all that said, that's pretty much it for the video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. And also tell me down below your thoughts on if you think these will be animatronics for this year, or if you think they're just prototypes. And also your thoughts on if you'd even want to see these animatronics for 2025. Anyways, these were very interesting to check out. The clown painter guy and then that graveyard guy, I'd really love to see. They'd be ones that maybe I'd consider buying, who knows. They just look really cool, and yeah, I just even love to just see them in stores. That'd be awesome. So anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. We're, of course, in Christmas time now. I'm going to have some Christmas videos coming your way. A few store tours, maybe unboxing, and definitely some of those display videos I'm going to get out of checking out your Christmas displays. So anyways, that, of course, is it for today's video. Also, next time, please make sure to like and subscribe. Goodbye.